Hey everyone, Dan from FP Geeks here, and today I'm going to be reviewing this pen, the Sheaffer Taranis. Now this is a new model from Sheaffer, and it's actually a really exciting pen. I'm really happy to be able to review this. The Taranis, it comes in 5 different colors and at 2 price levels. This one with chrome trim starts at $145, while the 2 other pens with gold trim start at $195, and this price has actually been increased since they were first released. When they were first announced, the 2 price points were $145 and $165, and this is really disappointing because the price increase for gold-plated trim is $50 above the lower tier, which just doesn't make any sense. There's no justification for it, and on top of that, the more this pen costs, the tougher sell it becomes. This is competing against pens like the Pilot Vanishing Point, the Lamy 2000. Those are both pens with 14 karat gold nibs. One has a piston filler, one is a retractable nib. So you're getting really cool features in these other pens, whereas the Taranis is a steel nib pen. It's got a very unique design that people seem to either like or just really hate, and they're not doing themselves any favors with this pricing structure. But let's take a closer look at it and see if this pen is for you. Starting with the packaging, it's really nothing we haven't seen before. You got your standard cardboard sleeve, and then a pretty stout cardboard box, clamshell box that opens up and reveals the pen. When you pull on this tab and lift the tray out, you've got your ink cartridges and your little warranty guide. But if we put that back and pull the pen out, we can get a closer look at this black lacquer finish, which is actually really nice, and with the chrome trim, they call this the Stormy Night version. And the Taranis actually comes in 5 different colors, all very nice. And one thing I really like is the end profiles, how they're square, but then as they come towards the middle of the pen, it transforms into a nice round shape. It's actually very comfortable in the hand. And if we pop the cap off, we'll get a look at this section here, which is got a lot of controversy. You can see the big Sheaffer branding there down the middle. It's actually a design that I really like. And turning it to the side profile, we can get a look at this so-called hooded nib design. And it's not something I really like the look of all that much. When I think of hooded design, I think of something like the Parker 51 or Lamy 2000. This just seems like a poor implementation, and doesn't strike me as very aesthetically pleasing. But that could change depending on the person. The Taranis uses a cartridge converter filling system, but Sheaffer is using their proprietary system, which I really don't like because it pretty much takes away all the convenience of the CC system. Like, I can't just use all the international sized cartridges and converters I have already with this pen. It makes it really inconvenient, and it makes me have to buy their cartridges and their converters. One thing I do like, though, is the size of the pen. It fits comfortably in the hand, whether posted or not, and the cap posts very securely. I was actually very surprised with how secure the cap does post. It takes a little bit of effort to get off. And the clip is designed equally as well. It provides a sufficient amount of force to clip the pin securely, yet is easy to operate with one hand. The snap closure system, though, was a little disappointing. While it holds the cap securely, the sound just leaves a lot to be desired. Hopefully that you could hear that a little bit. But really the star of this pen is the nib. Now the Taranis comes with a stainless steel nib in 2 sizes, fine and medium. That's it. I know it's going to disappoint a lot of you, but it's a really good nib. This is one of the best fine nibs that I've ever used on any pen at any price level. It's just incredibly smooth. The flow has been super consistent, and it's delivered a not dry but not wet amount of flow either. It's right in between there. It's very satisfying. It's just really blew me away. But from a pen in this price level, I mean, we're talking almost $150, a lot of people would just come to expect that. I've used enough pens from enough different manufacturers that I know you can't just expect a superb nib right out of the box, unfortunately. And I paired this pin up with Noodler's Black and didn't have an issue with it whatsoever. The flow was just spot on, no skipping, no hard starts, no hesitations, nothing. Just a really, really good riding experience, and I'm really happy about that. I hope this continues to be a trend for Sheaffer and their new pins coming up in the future. So I'll just kind of leave you guys with one final riding sample, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. So that's the Sheaffer Taranis. Now, for 145 bucks, you're getting a high quality pen with an excellent nib. Now, the real deciding factor is going to be whether or not you fancy that design. That design, though, is what really excites me because it's really different from anything Sheaffer's done before, and I can't wait to see what they come out with in the future. Now, if you have any questions or comments about this pen, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and also check out the link in the description for the full written review. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Indulge